If you're going to take the risk of running advertising online, shouldn't you get the benefits of learning from someone who's in the platforms every second of the day? Welcome to BidPixel.com's Marketing Ear Biscuits, the original podcast dedicated to digital advertising run by two Aussie guys who ride around in kangaroo pouches and drink Fosters and 4X beer.
Hey guys, welcome to 2020. I'm officially back. It's Monday the 6th of January. It's my first day back in the office. And this is going to be a bit of a solo vlog and solo podcast today, purely because the team are hard at it. They've all come back to work. Everything ran really, really well for our customers over the Christmas period. And it's just time to regather, regain their thoughts, strategize on these ad accounts, and work out what's next for these customers. So in saying that, I'm doing a solo cast today, and I'm going to talk about how to build company culture. Now, it's something that BidPixel as an agency really prides themselves on. We've worked really hard over the last couple of years to get the right people into the agency as our staff and to retain them and to really build a culture where everyone's dead set keen to come back to work every single day. I was really impressed this morning with our team, hearing that a lot of them were just genuinely keen and excited to come back to work on Monday, the first week after Christmas holidays, and just they were genuinely pumped to work and get into their client accounts and start doing some work and make sure everything was humming along just as it usually should. So before I get into this one today, I just want to share something that's close to my heart and something that I'm kind of excited about, right? So today marks the official day where we start our $50,000 cash giveaway promo. So what we're doing is we want to know your toughest marketing or advertising question. We want you to ask that question on our Instagram account in a comment, or we want you to ask that tough question on our YouTube channel in a comment on one of our videos. Now, ask the question, fill in your details on a landing page that we've got, bidpixel.com/questions. And that's it. You're in the draw for $50,000 with cash. Now, we're going to then take all of those questions that get asked and use them to populate these videos and these podcasts that we're generating over the next couple of months. The beauty about this whole promotion is, marketing is a give-take kind of mentality, right? You've got to give enough information, or you've got to give enough motivation, or give enough expertise for your prospect to want to then give you their information, or for you to take information off your prospect. We're doing this twofold, right? We want to give you the chance to win $50,000 to go towards advertising on Facebook, Instagram, Google, or YouTube. And we want to give you the answer to these tough marketing and advertising questions. And all we want in return is the question to help us generate the content, to give us a bigger repository of content, which is going to get more people watching, which is a vicious circle, right? Like, I'm not ashamed to say I'm asking for these questions because it's going to generate good content for our podcasts and going to generate good content for our videos on YouTube. But we're incentivizing it that well that if you can win that $50,000 cash and go in the draw, just flat out imagine what you could do if you won $50,000 cash that you could use on Facebook and YouTube and Google and Instagram advertising. That would change your business overnight, having the access to that much cash to do advertising with. Now, the $50,000 cash is open to Australian residents. Sorry, South Australia and ACT, you're not included on that. But for everyone outside of Australia, and for those in South Australia and the ACT, we want to give you a runner-up prize, or we want to give you the chance to win something. So the first runner-up prize that you might choose is the chance to get 3 months marketing advertising strategy with us. We'll give you 3 months of one-on-one with our Google ad experts, our Facebook ad experts, and Josh, who is our conversion rate optimization guy. You get one-on-one time with those 3 experts each month for 3 months to build out your strategy and become a better marketer and a better advertiser. So that's the first runner-up prize, right? The second runner-up prize, I'm just going to pick up my GoPro here. We've got that safe up there, and that safe's been sitting there for quite a few months now. That safe that says "Win Me" on it, looks all professional, right? That safe has got a mystery prize in it, and that mystery prize from November 15th to December 15th earned 2 of our customers over $500,000 in sales. Now, I can't tell you exactly what's in that safe, but You might even go ahead and choose the contents of that safe over choosing the chance to win the $50,000 if your name is pulled out first, because there's an extreme amount of value put in there. Most of the staff don't know what's in there, but it's been locked for a little while now. You get the chance to look in that safe as a complete mystery prize if you choose that one over the cash or over the strategy session. So that's a pretty cool incentive alone just to ask one of these mystery questions, one of these tough questions. All right, that was a complete run-in mismatch of our promotion that we're running. So go to bidpixel.com/questions to enter the draw, and then head to our Instagram account or head to our YouTube channel and ask the question in one of the comments. The team will filter through those questions, and myself, Jay, or Paul, or whoever's running the vlog or the podcast will answer those questions live. We'll give you a shout out if you leave your details. And not only will you get to hear the answers to your tough questions, but we'll also be giving you a chance to listen to all the answers to all of the tough questions that everyone submits over the next 3 months. So let's get back into this, how to build company culture. Now, this is speaking from experience as the co-founder of BidPixel, growing the team to over a dozen people over the last couple of years and having zero turnover of staff. Everyone we've hired has retained. There was one that stayed 1 day, but that's a different story. But really, of our core team, everyone has retained and everyone is pumped to come to work every day, which is extremely rare in the advertising industry, let alone any industry these days. So what I want to go through is the top 13 steps of building company culture and what has worked well for BidPixel. Now, this is definitely going to apply to marketing agencies or advertising agencies, but I guarantee you can apply this stuff to an everyday business and retain your staff and grow your business. So number one on how to build company culture was we define our values and we define our why. So if you haven't read a book, I don't think I've got it up here at the moment, but there's a book from Simon Sinek, which is all about your why and what is the why of your company. And BidPixel's very, very clear on our why. We revisit it every quarter and we refine it, but we're very clear on it. And our why as a company is threefold, right? So the first thing is we want to give back to charity. Our number one focus and the first amount of money each month off our gross revenue goes to charity. We're not scared to say that. We're really happy to support the charities that we support, and there's a reason why I don't drive a fancy car. There's a reason why we're not in a big flash office. It's because we give back before we take, right? So we support homeless feeding on the Gold Coast. We support getting women out of prostitution in the Philippines, and we support a few other small charities around the world and in Australia that make a difference to people's lives. So that's number one, make a difference to people's lives through sharing our revenue with others. The second one is all important to company culture, and that is treating our staff with the utmost respect. And we are a family run and orientated business in a way that family comes first with us. A lot of our guys and our team have young families, young children, they work from home, they get a work-life balance, and they're just absolutely pumped because they've come from hard slogging it out in other roles to being valued and appreciated and spending time with their family here at BidPixel. The third thing that we do in our why and our value is genuinely having a passion to grow customers' businesses. So advertising agencies are a funny breed, right? You're either in it to make money and drive fancy cars, or you're in it to rape and pillage people's budgets for everything they're worth. And we've won plenty of business over the years because we're compassionate about people's ad spend and we're compassionate about growing people's businesses. And it's really sad in that our industry, there's a lot of rogue cowboys in there that all they want to do is make a bang, get your money and get out, and they don't care if they ruin your business on the way through. They're just cared about churn and burn, baby, and making as much money as they can on the way through. We're completely not like that, and we've taken our time to really pick the customers that we want to work with. I'm actually going to add another point on that, choosing your customers. We just went to 14. We take our time and we actually care about our businesses that we work for. We've got over 60 companies now that trust us with their ad spend every month, and we genuinely care about seeing them grow. We've had businesses with 400% growth month on month, year on year. Like, there's some amazing stories that we've got. One business that we worked with over the November-December period last year, 2018, they did $70,000 in sales. This year they did like just shy of 300,000 in a month, right? They've done they did a year's worth of business in 1 month, and Paul, who's the ad account manager for that account, just put all of his love and compassion and care into that ad account and made sure that it all worked. So number one was defining our values and defining our why. If you haven't read Start With Why from Simon Sinek, I don't think I've got the book here, but if you haven't read Start With Why, get it, read it, and you'll understand why we do that. All right, number two on how to build company culture is we really do keep an open book with our staff. So our staff know what our operating revenue is. They know what our profits are. They know what our wage bills are. They don't know what individual staff and team members get paid, but they know what the wage bill as an overall percentage of our gross profit is. They know what we give to charity. They know how our business is performing, and they have a real connection with our business because they understand the figures that we're operating at. So really easy one, but keep an open book. Let your staff know how you're tracking. Let your staff have a buy-in and incentive to actually see what's happening there. Keeping an open book as well is we incentivize the staff. So there's staff in our company that have a percentage share of the company, and they've earned that through sweat equity over time. They deserve it, right? They've stuck around and they deserve more money. The number three thing of building company culture for us has always been to hire the person and not hire for the position. Now, Liam, one of my best mates and the co-founder of BidPixel, has always had the saying of, put the right people on the bus and then work out where they sit. Now, we have done that time and time and time again. And the number one rule of business is don't hire family, don't hire friends, don't hire someone from your church, don't hire a schoolmate. And we break all of those rules, and it's worked exceptionally well for us every single time. So some of our staff, you wouldn't know it. They've never worked in advertising before. One of our staff members, Chris, I won't say which Chris, but one of our staff members, Chris, didn't even have his own personal Facebook account when we hired him. He's now probably one of the best Facebook advertising guys in Australia, if not the world, and I'm going to be very bold to say that, but we don't hire people based on their experience. We hire them based on their personality, based on their family situation, based on their vision, their dreams and their goals, and based on how well they gel with our team. So we hire people and then find out where they're going to fit on that bus, and it's worked extremely well for us. We've never hired anyone who's a marketing expert. We've never hired anyone who's self-professed at doing amazing things in Facebook ads or Google ads. We hire based on the fit for the company, and we train them the best we can. All right, number four, invest into training. For a long time, we were certified partners for Digital Marketer in the USA. We're now part of their training platform, and we get our staff trained, whether it be copywriting courses, ad copy courses, going through Facebook's blueprint, or just internal training. Once a week we do internal staff training at a minimum, where one of the team teaches the rest of the team something that they know. We've got Jay, myself, Paul, Chris, all extremely talented at what they and we do to go out of our way to continually train and develop each other. All of our staff do peer-to-peer assessments on everyone's account. So we're continually training and keeping an open eye on what everyone's doing. So there's never an ad account that doesn't have a few sets of eyes on it, making sure that we're getting the best results for our customers. Number five on how to build company culture at BidPixel was one for the founders, right? Clean the toilets and take out the trash. Now, we are largely an agnostic location company. We do have an office here in Southport on the Gold Coast where three of us work, but as the co-founder, do the dirty work that you'd expect your staff to do. Now, that's like an age-old thing of saying, but vacuum the floors, take out the trash, clean the toilets, do the stuff that no one else wants to do, because they'll respect you more and they'll be more likely to do it themselves when they see you putting in the effort to do it. Number six on how to build a good company culture and what we've done in BidPixel is learn to be flexible. Like I said, a lot of our guys are young family, men, women. They need time off. A kid gets sick, a wife or a husband gets sick, something happens to the dog, whatever, right? Be flexible and be willing to bend the rules when you need to. Now, there's got to be some limitations to that, and that's going to be some KPIs or some key performance indicators in everyone's job description and role. But if a staff member comes to us and they need time out in the afternoon to do something, or if they want to work a little bit later and take the morning off, be flexible and allow it to happen. Number 7 on how to build company culture, and one of the reasons why BidPixel has done so well is be open to feedback. We are a flat organization in that even though I'm at the top, even though Jay's kind of like my 2IC, everyone has the same voice in this organization and everyone has an opinion that they are always happy to share, right? No one is scared of sharing an opinion in this company because they know that everyone will listen to that opinion and everyone will take on that opinion and then discuss that opinion, right? Like no one's opinion is unwarranted, and everyone's feedback is brought to the table, mulled over, assessed, discussed, and then implemented if it needs to be implemented. That's something that I've seen a lot of founders and business owners really struggle with over the years of business coaching and business work, whereas they're not open to feedback. It's their business and their game, and they play their cards close to their chest. And these are the guys that have staff turnover like it's going crazy, right? The next thing would be reinforce the values and the why. And we continually move back to our why and our values and those top 3 things, helping charity, good staff environment, and genuinely caring about our customers and wanting to see their growth. And we reinforce that continually with mini games with our staff. We make sure that our staff are heavily invested into that and that they know it. They ask any of our staff what our values are, and they should be able to rattle it off like it's second nature, right? Like they know that elevator pitch off the back of their, like the back of their hand. Number 9, plan in quarterly targets. So each quarter we set a goal. We work in 90 days, and that 90 days is broken down into 12 segments or 12 weeks. We have a rolling 90-day plan that we try and build to. And what we've always done with that 90-day plan, which is our high intensity planning sessions, is make sure that we are setting tasks in that 90-day plan that we want to become everyday tasks in the organization. So every time we write out our quarterly plan or our 90-day plan, we make sure that we're introducing tasks that maybe the team isn't as good as they should be now, or maybe the team needs to take that on and do it more often. We introduce it into the plan so that by the time they finish that 90 days, it's just second nature for them to do it. And we've successfully grown our standard operating procedures, we've grown our staff morale, we've grown our peer-to-peer work on all the accounts that we have just by planning it and making it an everyday occurrence, so that it becomes an everyday occurrence. Once we get through a quarter and the team have got the hang of doing that, we introduce something else or a few more things for them to start doing. So the 10th thing of how to build company culture within BidPixel has been rewarding or going as far as punishing if that plan is not met. So one of our old business coaches, Wes Hone, is an awesome man. He's got a strong following here in Australia. Part of that 90-day plan is the team coming up with their own reward or coming up with their own punishment. Now, the reward might be a voucher, and generally we'll do a monetary voucher for everyone on the team, and that has to be shared with your family or your close relatives or your friends, right? So they might get $500 as a reward at the end of the quarter. They're only allowed to use it on an experience that grows their family or gets their family closer together. So they can use it on an Airbnb for the weekend. They can use it for something that is a family activity. They're not allowed to use it to go out and buy a mountain bike part, or I'm not allowed to go and take it and buy a part from a boat, right? It has to be used as a family. The punishment side of that is the team sets their own punishments. And this is quite a funny thing sometimes, is we will talk about it. And the punishments have ranged from an ice bath in a dirty wheelie bin, so a dirty trash can, eating vegan for a month, and doing 2 5-kilometer park runs. One of the ones that we failed in our 90-day plan once and we had to do was 15 minutes of massage for our partners or our wives every night for a week. And being the marketers and the analysts that we are, each staff member had to get a net promoter score, so a score of 0 to 10 from their partner at the end of the week. And they had to get a video testimonial saying the quality of the massage that they received. Now, if the video testimonial was poor, or if the net promoter score was below an 8 out of 10, you had to do your punishment again for another 7 days. So the thing is, though, we came up with that punishment because our partners, not that they want us to fail in business, but our partners are getting something out of our adversity, right? We're bringing the family unit closer together. We joked about creating more children after that massaging for 7 days, but it's bringing something that we really didn't want to do, but it was going to bring us as a family unit closer to our partners and our family after hours, which was going to make a better better customer environment, better team environment working with the company. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a moment out of the content that you've been consuming right now and just discuss this promotion that BidPixel's doing currently. So for Q1 of 2020, so January through to the end of March, we're actually incentivizing you, and we want to know what your toughest marketing or advertising question is. Now, we want to hear those questions on our Instagram account, so commenting on any of our posts, or our YouTube channel, commenting on any of our current videos, or in fact, any of the videos on our channel at all. And we will go through and read those questions and use them as a basis of our content for future videos and pieces of content that we're making. Now, marketing is a transaction, right? You need to give and take to get someone's attention. And while we're asking you for these tough questions, we know that we need to give you something in return. So what we've devised is an outlandish prize of $50,000 cash to go towards your next marketing or advertising campaign. Now, we've had some feedback from this already, and some people think it's a little bit too good to be true. But I just want to take this moment out of the content that you've been listening to give you some assurance and give you a bit of an understanding of where that $50,000 cash is coming from, and let you know that it's completely above board and legitimate. So within Australia, you've got the ability to do an insured prize sum. Now, while we don't have the $50,000 to give away, we use an insurance company to say that there is a game of chance involved, and the winner will get the chance to spin a wheel, and if they spin the lucky number, like if you're old enough and you remember Hey Hey It's Saturday and Pluck a Duck and the big chocolate wheel, if you spin the number and win, you get a genuine $50,000 cash to do with it as you choose, or to spend it on advertising. Now, because it's a game of chance, some people might not want to take part in that. So what we've done is offered up 2 other prizes in the prize pool, and the first person who asks the toughest question, or the person that we deem wins this promotion at the end of March, will get the chance of which prize they like to choose. Yeah, they might like to spin to win and go for their chance for $50,000 cash, or they might choose one of our supplementary prizes, which are the first supplementary prize is 3 months worth of strategy with our team. So you get 3 months of strategy with our Google Ads experts, 3 months of strategy with our Facebook ad experts, and 3 months of strategy with our conversion rate optimization and website development team. Now, that's a pretty powerful prize in its own, and imagine what you could do after 3 months to generate revenue through your advertising and marketing. Now, if that doesn't float your boat, we've also got a locked safe. Now, you can barely see it up on the screen here, but up on my shelving that you'll see in a lot of our videos is a safe that says Win Me, and it's actually been locked for quite some time now. The contents of that safe in November and December alone earned 2 of our customers over $500,000 worth of sales online. So, like I said, marketing is a give and take mentality, right? We want to take your tough questions and we want to answer them. And that's a selfish motive from us, because we want to use those questions that you ask to then generate more valuable content for other people to consume. But we know that we need to give you something in return. And the reason why we're going outlandish with the $50,000 cash is we want to make it worth your while to take time out of your day to ask us a question. So that's it. That's our little internal ad as part of the content that we've just pushed out. I just want you to know that yes, it's a legitimate $50,000. We want you to have the chance to win that or one of the other prizes that we're offering. And all we need in return is for you to ask us a marketing or advertising question that you genuinely want to find out an answer for. Thanks heaps. Let's get back to the content that we're talking about at the moment. And if you did want to take part in this promotion, just go to bidpixel.com/questions, and there's all the information you need there. Cheers, guys. Number 11 would just be job satisfaction. How to build company culture, give job satisfaction. Find out what the love language of your team is. Find out what drives them, what makes them tick, and what gets them excited. And make sure you're speaking to them in that language, right? If someone loves words of affirmation and someone loves getting praised, make sure you're praising them quite often. If someone likes gifts, acts of kindness, whatever it is, physical touch, maybe don't do, but play to the strengths of that team there and make sure you're appreciating them in how they are going to want to be appreciated. It's no good giving words of affirmation to the person who has a different love language, or the person who doesn't necessarily get off on getting told they're doing a good job. Number 12 on how to build company culture has always been for us knowing your staff. being interested, asking how their weekend's gone, taking the time out of the day to call them randomly and see how they're going. You would be surprised how quick little check-ins put out spot fires and make sure that staff are happy and you're going to retain them in the long term. Number 13 would be an equation, right? So the 13th thing of how to build company culture would be to have less hours and less stress, which equals family time and more personal time. So we don't ask our team to work extortionate time in over hours, after hours. I can't even say overtime or after hours. We are a 8:30 till 5 or a 9 to 5 company Monday to Friday through and through. We get our work done, our customers know our boundaries, and we still go above and beyond for our customers, right? Like, our customers don't care that we're not grinding after 5 p.m. on their ad accounts, because they know that we've ground really hard and we've done everything we possibly can to set up that ad account within business hours. We don't work weekends. Advertising and working weekends there's been some massive blow up conversations in Facebook groups over the last couple of years. And, digital marketers think that they need to be working all hours of the day. No, you just need to work smarter, right? Like, in our industry, you can set rules, you can set guidelines on ads. They can turn off and turn on and off with some smarts. Be prepared, have a plan, have some standard operating procedures that allow the team to go home at 5 o'clock and wake up and come to work refreshed at 8:30 or 9 o'clock. We don't like our team working weekends, and we encourage them to take their annual leave each year so they have some downtime and they're less stressed. Their family loves them more. Their family doesn't blame them or hold resentment for them not being at home, and we don't blame them if they want to leave at 5 o'clock on the dot and go home. So number 14, which is the one that I added to this since I've been going, and it's the last point here, would be choosing your customers. All right, I don't care what business you're in, but we've all had those customers that just grind our gears, those customers that are a complete pain in the ass, those customers that just demoralize our staff or us. They might be late to pay, they might not pay, they might be demanding, they might not fit in with our company culture. The customers that call at 9 p.m. at night and want something done. The biggest one that we find is the customer that reads, we might send them an email with 5 very succinct dot points of what we've done on their account, and they read the first one and not the other 4. A day later, you get a phone call of them whinging or bitching about something. I was like, did you read the email? It was all answered there, very clear. Like, choose your customers wisely, and it's something that we've learnt to do. Choose your customers wisely. Look for a clear path to success in, are you able to get them results? Are you able to sell them the right product that they're not going to come back or return it? Are you able to offer them the right service that they're going to be genuinely happy and reach out to you time and time again or refer you? Are they going to, if you put your customer through a net promoter score, which is on a scale of 0 to 10, how likely they are to refer you? Are they going to be a 9 or a 10 out of 10 and be an advocate for your business or your product or service because you chose them wisely or you targeted them wisely in the first place? Choosing your customers can be make and break company culture, and we learned that very early on by taking on some really difficult customers who were driving our staff to breaking point. We quickly moved on those customers, whether we fired them or finished up contracts with them, and we've learned not to rehire customers like that. Now, we choose our customers wisely, we happily say no to people, and we happily make sure that they fit our model for a customer before we take them on. So guys, there you go. How to build company culture, 14 steps of what BidPixel's done over the last couple of years to make sure that we have the utmost company culture within our team and our clients respect us, the charities that we support respect us, our staff love coming to work, and we've just built a good company culture just by being transparent and open and being who we are. I encourage you to think about how you can change your company culture if you're losing staff. I encourage you to think about your company culture if you are starting to grow rapidly. Even if you're about to hire your first staff member, have a think about how your company culture now will shape the way that your company or your business grows in the future. If you're about to hire the first person, you plan on hiring another 12, start now with the first person so that by the time you get to the 12th person, you don't have trouble. You don't have a culture that isn't right, and you don't have staff that are not prepared to bend or not prepared to change who they are to fit this new company culture that you suddenly realize you need to have. So I hope this provided some value to you. It's 14 steps about how BidPixel built our company culture over the last couple of years to make sure that we've got a team who's pumped to come to work after Christmas holidays. We've got customers who are raving about us. And we can employ anyone with the right attitude and right mindset and right personality and make them absolutely rock stars in whatever they're applying themselves to be. So guys, I'd love to know your thoughts. If you want to go in the draw to win $50,000 cash on advertising, comment on this video a tough question. Now, it could be related to building company culture, and we'll happily answer that for you. Comment on this video, comment on any other video that we've got on YouTube or any post that we've got on Instagram, and go to bidpixel.com/questions and go in the draw to win $50,000 worth of advertising. We're running this promotion for all of Q1, so we're going to draw it at the end of March. All you have to do is ask a tough question in a comment on Instagram or YouTube and fill in your details on a website. It's as simple as that. Win $50,000. I can't make it any easier, right? Thanks for listening. Comment your questions. Like us on Instagram. Subscribe to us and turn on the little bell notification thing on YouTube, and ask us some tough questions, because we'd love to answer them, and we'd love to educate you and motivate you into becoming better marketers or better advertisers. Guys, it's Dave from BidPixel. Thanks very much. Happy 2020. Welcome to the new year, and I can't wait to see you grow your businesses over the next 12 months, and I can't wait to be a part of it. Cheers, guys, and bless you a ton.